Your eyes say so much about you, including how healthy you are. Today we get a lesson in what foods we need to eat to help maintain and improve our eyesight.
Our jobs require some kind of training, so why is it that our most important job of parenting or grandparenting doesn't? Well, today we're going to learn about a class that can help take care of some of the mysteries of looking after and truly bonding with a little one.
It's the very definition of nostalgia. We take a look inside a museum that showcases the days gone by.
Is he returning for the 2013 football season, or is he retiring? Today we're going to get the answer straight from tight end Tony Gonzalez's mouth. He tells us what makes him most nervous when it comes to football, plus the former college basketball player tells us his pick for the Madness Championship.
And France the Band takes the Delmarva Life stage. Delmarva Life starts right now. We got a rowdy one.
Got a rowdy one.
Rowdy bunch. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hobble. Welcome to Delmarva Life from Historic Studio D.
And we'd like to welcome our rowdy audience.
Our rowdy audience. Okay.
Oh, my.
Well, this was a bad day to let the bouncers take off on it. Wanted to say real quick, I didn't get a card. Crisfield celebrated their 141st birthday yesterday.
All right, happy birthday.
As a matter of fact, they got this sign in celebration. This is posted up outside the City Hall, and according to historical accounts, Crisfield was incorporated in 1872. By the early part of the 20th century, was Maryland's second largest municipality, only after Baltimore.
Interesting.
How about that?
Yeah, that's pretty
All
interesting. Happy birthday to you,
birthday to you.
Crisfield. All right, staying in Maryland, we want to talk about some legislation that was passed recently this week. Maryland passed one of the first states in nearly 20 years to require people to buy a handgun, to be fingerprinted.
Yeah.
This is legislation that just passed. It also bans 45 types of assault weapons. It limits gun magazines to 10 bullets and also addresses firearms access for the mentally ill.
Right.
Very strict gun control law. Now, what people may not know is Maryland is home to two gun manufacturing companies. One of them is Beretta, which is in Accokeek, Maryland.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know where that is, but I do know where this is. LWRC is in Cambridge, in Dorchester County. Both companies have announced their intention to leave the state. Beretta, because of the gun legislation. Beretta had said already they're leaving the state because it was passed. LWRC, before it went into went to Annapolis, they said if it passed, they were leaving too. Just to kind of put this all into context, Beretta employs about 400 people and pays approximately $31 million in taxes. LWRC employs about 300 people in Dorchester County.
So this is a big impact.
So this is a big impact, and I'm not saying,
one way or the other.
One way or the other. This is just something people don't know about maybe.
Wow.
So we asked our viewers what they think, and we've got some pretty interesting responses, including this one from Marilyn Deckert. No. Do you want to see Beretta and LWRC leave over gun control?
There's an interesting question. Okay, Travis Ayers says, no, I think it's stupid the state passed this new law. What happened to the Second Amendment? It's a bad idea for the citizens and is going to come back to hurt Maryland.
All right, and then we have a comment from David. Could the question get any sillier? Well, I don't know. Sure. I want them to leave and leave hundreds of employees unemployed. Nothing like seeing more families suffering. I think David is a little sarcastic.
Tongue in cheek there, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Teresa said, I wish the gun companies the best on their relocation. To the former employees, may you find a better or equivalent job. To the lawmakers, may the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits.
No, really. Teresa, what do you think?
Come out of your shell here.
Yeah, and then finally, Roberta Thornton. Of course not. Maryland is already an unfriendly state for manufacturing. This is only making it worse. Now, before we went on the air, these were the comments we got. They were all against the companies leaving, and I'm sure there are other opinions maybe on the opposite side of that, and you can go to our Facebook and voice your opinion. And by the way, Accokeek is in Prince George's County.
Prince George's, yes. Thank you to our producer for bringing that. Thank you. So, apart from that, maybe you're not a dog or a cat person. How about a bird? Kent County SPCA is looking for homes for some of the 30 parrots that were seized from a Georgetown home. Here's a couple of them there. Spokeswoman Elizabeth Butts says the owner couldn't take care of them anymore. She also had cages that were simply too small for the birds. 5 of them are now up for adoption.
Right.
And they're working on the rest of them, make sure they're in good health and everything. Just to make sure you know, when you get birds this large, they can live for up to 80 years.
Yeah.
So this is a long-term commitment.
Yeah, and
they're gorgeous.
I mean, you gotta put something in your will in case they outlive you.
Who gets the bird?
Who gets the bird? Another thing that strikes me is these aren't cheap birds.
No.
These birds.
Because you did something here recently.
Yeah, and if you buy these birds, you're shelling out a lot of money. So I guess you were saying if I go to the SPCA and want to adopt one of these birds, it's just like adopting a dog, right?
Yes.
Same fees and fines.
As far as I know, as far as I know,
Uh-huh.
but call the Kent County SPCA and they can tell you for sure about what is involved here, give you an idea of what you're going to have at home, because they do require certain things as far as toys and food and things like that.
Right.
So it is a commitment. It's not just a pet. It is a commitment. Peninsula Regional Medical Center and the Pocomoke County Board of Education, they are hosting Health Fest, an event for all ages. This is going to be happening tomorrow. We've got some pictures from last year. Showcase of healthy exhibits and health screenings, free, open to the public. They're going to be at James M. Bennett High School with over 25 free health screenings performed by Peninsula Regional Medical Center healthcare specialists, as well as other healthcare providers. You get to see, on occasion, they'll have free child safety seat checks, a fun walk canine demonstration. They'll give you a tour around the ambulances. You can climb over the fire engine, take a look at that.
Wow.
And take a look at this thing. This is the Da Vinci, right there, the Da Vinci Surgical System robot. It's going to be there, and you can actually test drive it. You can hands-on work this thing to see how it works. It's one of the things that they've got at PRMC.
If my son is watching, we're going.
All right, that's going to be coming up this Saturday from 7:30 in the morning to 1:30 in the afternoon. James M. Bennett High School, the PRMC Health Fest, an event for all ages. That'll be a good time.
Yeah. A little later in the show, we're going to learn more about an upcoming grandparenting class, by the way, with PRMC. Right. Talking about child safety seats, things that grandparents need to learn. Well, lots to do this weekend, including the 10th anniversary celebration of the reopening of the Smyrna Opera House. That is really cool. They're having a champagne reception and a commemorative ceremony and gala featuring award-winning vocalist and star of Broadway's Jekyll and Hyde, Linda Eder. She sings American standards and Broadway favorites. How cool is that? That is 5:30 p.m. the champagne reception, 6:30 commemoration ceremony, 7:30 that's when you get to listen to Linda, and it's formal, semi-formal attire. If you want some more information, 302-653-4236. Sounds like a grand time.
That's going to be great. And be sure to call them, because some of the tickets have already sold out. They've got other tickets available, but you need to talk to them to see what's available for where you want to go and what you want to do.
And another event that's going on, if you want to go further south down into Worcester County, Miss Pocomoke, the Miss and Little Miss Pocomoke pageant is taking place this weekend, and tickets for that are still available. Take a look at these contestants. These are the contestants for the Little Miss pageant. Aren't they adorable? I'm glad I don't have to judge this. We also have the Miss Pocomoke contestants. There they are, and your voting selects the Miss People's Choice. It's a penny per vote.
So
you can vote
I can afford that.
If you want to go, it's Saturday, 6:30 p.m. at Pocomoke High School.
Take some cash. Make your votes.
Take your pennies.
Still ahead on Delmarva Life, grandparents can play a big role in a child's life, and that sometimes means stepping in for the parents from time to time. But times have changed. So have parenting styles and safety measures when it comes to having the little ones around the house. How you can catch up.
Plus, these Sussex County men share a lifetime of friendship. They also share a love for a good story. How they took both, plus some experience with the CIA and the military, to write 3 novels.
A little later on, we're going to be in the kitchen. Today, we're not only cooking up something that's good for the taste buds, it's going to have you looking good, as in seeing good. That wasn't good grammar, was it? Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and Mitsubishi dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.